In the previous episode, we visited the Golconda Mining District high up in Hurricane Basin, then made our way over Engineer Pass, earning the Jeep's first badge of honor and completing the Alpine Loop. We exited the loop and headed towards the mountain town of Ouray on Highway 550, known as the $1 Million Highway, which was constructed by Otto Mears. He's known as the Pathfinder of the San Juans because of the many routes that he pioneered through these mountains, including Engineer Pass. The last few pictures were taken after the completion of the snow tunnel, which is near Ironton. Notice the mountain peak in the rectangle. Here's a historical photo for comparison. The $1 Million Highway was initially a toll road, and travelers were forced to pay the toll as the toll gates were placed at otherwise impassable locations. Here are a few pictures of a stagecoach approaching the toll gate and after it passed through. Here is a picture of Chief Ouray and his sub-chiefs in Washington, D.C. for the negotiation of the Bruno Agreement. We are now passing Lookout Point, where there is a sign proclaiming Ouray as the Switzerland of America. It's also known as the Jeep capital of the world. Their economy used to center around mining, but today it centers around tourism. Despite having significant snowfall and no ski resorts, there is some winter tourism as they host their annual ice climbing festival each January. It reminds me a lot of Sedona, as they had a lot of Jeep tours and hiking trails to explore. We arrived in the town and proceeded down Main Street. Notice the Beaumont Hotel on the right-hand side. Let's compare that to a couple of photos taken in the 1890s. This was what Main Street looked like in the 1880s in another photo from 1923. Another picture shows the 4th of July festivities in 1895. Main Street is full of shops and restaurants and is a popular destination, as you can see by the number of pedestrians. I want to take a minute to zoom out and talk about the plan for the next few days. On this map, the blue line is the Alpine Loop that we just completed. Ouray is shown in the box near the top of the screen. We'll stay in Ouray for the night, then head to Telluride by traversing Black Bear Pass, which is a Jeep Badge of Honor trail. We'll explore Telluride, staying there 2 nights, then return to Ouray via Imogene Pass, which is also a Badge of Honor trail. Both passes have had their share of deadly accidents. Ouray makes a good base camp for activities in the area, and we found a very convenient campground in the town called 4J Campground. They have laundry, restrooms, showers, and have trail access and Main Street within walking distance. I'm at the intersection shown by the arrow, and I'm turning left to check in at 4J. The campgrounds were well cared for, and our stay here was one of the highlights of our trip. Despite many benefits, rooftop tents are not without drawbacks, one of which is, if you want to drive anywhere, you have to repack the tent. Since everything is within walking distance of 4J, it negates this drawback. Let's take a look at Ouray from above. On the left is a photo from 1920. Has much changed? Amongst other dramatic geological features is their hot spring, indicated by the arrows. They have Olympic-sized pools that range from 78 to 106 degrees and are open year-round. We found a patio restaurant called the Drinking Cup, where we stopped for lunch. It ended up being one of our favorites. Next, we went for a hike along the Perimeter Trail, which is a 6-mile loop along the cliffs surrounding the town. It has a lot of great views and features along the way, such as Box Canyon and Cascade Falls. The storm system moved in as we were about a third of the way out on the trail. It ended up raining pretty hard and we were cold and wet by the time we made it back to the campground, as we had forgotten to bring our rain jackets. Next, it was time to head for Telluride via Black Bear Pass. On the map, Telluride and Black Bear Pass Trail are marked with arrows. Black Bear Pass is a badge of honor trail, so we checked in on the app and headed up the pass. These uphill sections are as uphill as they look. At times, all you could see out the windshield was a sliver of road and then sky. We made a stop before we got to the top of the pass to fly the drone. The creature running our direction looks a lot like a giant squirrel, and that's because it is. Marmots are the heaviest of the squirrel family. These herbivores are active during the summer when they can often be found in groups, but they are not seen in winter when they hibernate underground. You can still see some of the old tramway towers that used to ferry ore down to the Pandora Mill, which served multiple mines in the area. Here's an old picture of the mill and an arrow pointing out our current location. In the next episode, we'll complete the dangerous end of Black Bear Pass in a hailstorm and explore the town of Telluride. Bye for now.